Mind-blowing signs and synchronicities have by far been one of the most important pieces of this shift of mine in my belief and how I look at life as a whole and everything that has to do with it. When my dad died, there were some things that happened that I was like, holy crap. Like, I knew without a doubt, I do not care who you were. No one can convince me that these things that happened were mere meaningless coincidences. And I was like, why doesn't my religion teach about this, about how God's communicating with us? So the first thing that happened was the morning that my dad died. I was in a hotel room across the street from Mayo Clinic, and I get up and I get out of the shower. There's steam on the mirror on the back of the door, and it said in the mirror, hang on, I'm going to show you a picture. Okay, so it's not an actual picture, but it's a mock-up. In the steam on the mirror, it said, "Hi, Dad, I love you." This was like hours. I had stayed in this hotel room for 4 nights. This was the 4th morning that I had showered in this hotel room. And that is when I saw it. Now, I'm not saying like it magically showed up in like in the movie Ghost where you could see him writing in the steam. But the fact that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of hotel rooms across the street from Mayo Clinic, and I had the one that had this written in the mirror. You've got to be kidding me. And then, very long story short, at his burial, there was a dancing butterfly that stared into my soul. I kid you not. And these 2 things changed my life forever, forever, forever. And I don't care who you are, you can't convince me that it wasn't a coincidence. And these 2 things were just the beginning. Then I started seeing signs and synchronicities everywhere all the time. And I'm telling you, they are around you too. You just need to pay attention to them. When you see them, acknowledge them, give thanks for them. The more you give thanks for, the more that you will see. These signs and synchronicities are what prove to me that I am not doing life alone. And neither are you. None of us are doing life alone. We need to recognize this connection that we have with all that is divine. And these things and realizing all this, learning this, is what finally convinced me, after years of dragging my feet, being nudged by the universe over and over, to write my book. Holy bleep, that was not a coincidence. Learn to take your beliefs out of the box and see the magic in everyday life. So let me know in the comments, have you ever had a sign from a past loved one? I would love to hear about it. Or tag somebody in the comments that has a story or that just needs a little sign of hope. We are not doing life alone. I am 100% convinced of that. Join me tomorrow for day 3, where I'm going to be talking about when I learned about the law of attraction and fireworks went off inside my head. Like, this is what it's all about. So make sure you're following. We'll see you tomorrow.